What are you doing, Kit Kit? Oh, hi. This is Andrew, and this is why we're fat. Just having a conversation with my lovely cat, Paige, who's over here observing, supervising the assembly of the tiramisu. So we're going to do something a little different that we haven't done before. We're going to have this video to be talking through the assembly, but we're also going to have a second video that we'll post that's more direct on it, so you can kind of see how we assemble. So again, we've got all of our ingredients. We've got our cream and egg yolk and mascarpone mixture. We've got our coffee and rum mixture. We've got our ladyfingers ready to go. And I have in a little sifter, little baby sifter, cocoa powder. And we'll show you that in a second. So I want to show you this too. So this recipe works in a dish, a baker as such, or you can use little teeny ramekins to make individual ones. You just break up the ladyfingers into pieces and put them in here instead. So we're gonna make a big one though, because Matt and I don't need to be super fancy and make extra dishes for ourselves. Oh, there's Paige. Hi, Paige. She's an old gal. She's turned 17 in April, and she's my girl. I've had her since she's been with me since the beginning. All right, so we're gonna take this. The first thing you're gonna do is dust the bottom of the dish with cocoa powder. Like this. Make sure you get a nice kind of even coat. I'm not doing a very good job of it right now, but we'll fake it until we make it. There we go. Here we go. Oh, yes. Perfect. All right. So you put that there, and we'll use that again when we come to the top. So the next step is ladyfingers. So I'm going to dump out because I'm going to use half of my ladyfingers on the one layer and half on the second. So I've got 2 bags in my box, so I'm going to split them up that way. Take your ladyfinger. Now, the dry ones that I like this that you buy in the store, suck up the coffee moisture super fast. So we're talking like boop and done. Do not let them sit in there because they will just dissolve. If you've ever seen the raccoon video where he puts the cotton candy up in the water and he's super confused about where it went, that's what's going to happen with your ladyfingers if you let it happen. So we're just going to tap them. Okay, they soak up a little bit and line it. I put the coffee facing down. We're going to do this. It goes pretty quick. People think that tiramisu is too hard to make or too involved. It really isn't. I mean, other than the couple of minutes it takes to whip the whipped cream and make the egg mixture, it takes about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes maybe. And it's super impressive with your guests and things. If you have this for a dinner party, making the individual ones isn't any more complicated. I simply crush up the ladyfingers and put a tablespoon and a half or so of ladyfinger. So now you can kind of see we have some gaps. So we're going to fill those gaps. One, we're going to snap off the end. We're going to take it. Oop, that's out of my fingers. Exactly the opposite of what I just told you to do. I'm going to stick it there. Then we're going to take the last 2 and we're going to just kind of tuck them in. You never heard anybody complain about too many ladyfingers like this. So we've got a nice layer of ladyfingers on top of our first layer of chocolate or our cocoa powder. You're going to divide your mixture in half and you're going to spread it about. Make sure you get it filling all the cracks and crevices with your egg mixtures and your sugars and creams and mascarpone cheesiness. Fantastic. Okay, all right, perfect. Now we're going to take our second bag of ladyfingers and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to repeat the process. I'm going to do this. These ladyfingers are a little bowed. Okay. This. Okay, we've got our ladyfingers. 1, 2. And then let's break this one in half. And then we've got the last piece of the other one. We'll kind of put so we've got a nice layer of ladyfingers again. tap them down. Then you're going to take the rest of your cream and egg mixture, pour it on top. And then smooth it out. And guys, this is tiramisu. We're going to top it off with some cocoa powder here in a second. And then we're going to let it sit in the refrigerator for at least a couple of hours. It is better if it soaks overnight. So this is definitely a do ahead thing. You don't have to do this the day you're going to serve it. I take a rag and kind of wipe off. We're going to dress it up first and then we will clean it up. But get your cocoa powder all over it. This does make a little bit of a mess because it's cocoa powder. And the bitterness of the cocoa powder really helps deal with the sweet kind of stickiness of the egg mixture that you put in there. So I kind of go around the edge with my finger and a little rag and wipe it up so that it's presentable in the dish, because you will serve it just out of this. But yeah, tiramisu doesn't have to be hard. People get super intimidated by it. They hear it, like, oh my God, it's so hard. I think the hardest part is probably finding the mascarpone cheese. But again, most grocery stores nowadays carry it in the cheese, not where they have the cream cheese. They carry it with like where they keep their, what I would call designer cheeses. If you're in kind of a normal grocery store, an everyday grocery store, closer to the deli side of things, where they have the shredded Parmesan tubs and things like that. That tends to be where I find it. But just ask. Again, most grocery stores have it. So here it is, tiramisu. We're going to put it in the refrigerator again for at least a couple of hours. We probably won't have this until tomorrow night. But Matt will also likely put it in some like to-go cups and take it for dinner or for lunch. So tiramisu, one of my favorites. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channels, and I'm going to show this camera. So tasty. And we'll have more videos coming soon. Thank you guys, and stay safe, everybody.